Hey everyone, welcome back for another video. This is hopefully going to be a very short video looking at the Clay Burst and the Snow Hazard sets that are releasing later this week. They released the whole card list yesterday. I'm filming actually on a Saturday, so this is probably going to go up I don't know, Monday? So let's go and see what cards we have. There's so much. I don't think my brain is going to cope. So, hey everyone, welcome back for another video. Like I say, we're going to be looking at the two sets that are dropping on Friday, the 14th of April. We're looking at Clay Burst, which has the Iono card. In Japanese, they call it Nanjamo? I can't remember her name. And then we also have the Grusha card, which is going to be coming from the Snow Hazard set. So we're going to be taking a look at both sets today. First off, I want to guide you to down here, probably on your screen, wherever it is. Basically, these are the two sets. So they're looking at kind of more fighting and water types, I want to say. But I believe the base or the idea behind these two sets is the pseudo-legendaries that are in the Scarlet and Violet games. And I've only caught one of those so far because finding all of those pins is an absolute nightmare and I just can't be bothered with it. But we're going to take a quick look at some of the stuff. We're going to take a look at the card lists and then I'll show you some of the super cool art that is basically in this set. So these are the two packs, and we have one with the kind of saber-tooth cat thing. And we've also got the one with the clay kind of helmet thing. I'm going to have to quickly remember those names. Okay, got it. So this is the Chiang Pao, and this is the Ting Lu. I'm using my phone. I've got a... I don't know. But Ching Pao and Ting Lu here on the front. We also have like Tan de Mouse or Mouse Hold and like a Bellibolt and so on. Like there's a Squawkabilly and Frigibax, I believe. Basically, there's a lot of cool cards in this. These are the two codes for the sets. So we have, like, what's that? Paojin? Dinru? The translation is not so good. But these look like nice cards. The problem is, you can tell which company made the 3D art here. It is Gorban Graphics. So... yeah, there's a lot of awkward art in this set. Like they did this one too. Although, to be fair, this one's actually quite nice. What is this one? I can't remember what this is called. Okay, this one's Wu Qian. And then we have, in Japanese, that's Iui. Iui is Chiyu. If only they could make the names the same. But we like there's Fortress Pineco, there's Squawkabilly, like there's so many cool cards. There's an Annihilate EX card, and I absolutely love this Pokemon. It's such a cool Pokemon. And that Mankyar's very nice too, it's very cool. It's also interesting the Primeape is behind one of the legendary kind of gates. Those are so hard to get. And Tinkertink, Tinkerton, Tinkertuff, they also have a few art rares as well as this nice EX card here. But there's a lot of stuff too. And also these three cards, they have nice art rares as well, and they're all done by our good friends, so we'll take a look at that later on. But there's a lot of stuff. The dung rolling Pokemon, Dudunsparce, such a lazy Pokemon. There's also Garganackle. There's Knuckle Stack, and Garganackle, I believe. There's Raichu and Pikachu. Of course, it wouldn't be a set without a Pikachu or Raichu in it. And there's more Tandemaus. This one's the 3 Tandemaus set, not the 4. But yeah, lots of cool cards. Oh, Murkrow, very nice. There's Mimikyu, Spiritomb. And basically, I'm sure you guys know, but the purpose of me doing this is to check, do I remember the names and which names do I need to remember? But also to take a look at some of the cool cards that are coming. Nice trio. I got a shiny actually of these 3. Very cool in my game. And then we have Grusha here. So this is the Grusha kind of standard card that you're going to get in the sets. And we also have the Iono card here as well, which is very, very cool. We also have one of the Team Star members. Yeah. We also have like fishing, like there's lots of trainers, there's lots of stuff. A couple of, I want to say lands. This isn't magic. We've got a few stage cards. And what's that? Reversal Energy. Oh, that's probably going to be an expensive card to get. But they're going to continue with the art rares and the super art rares. So you can see there's beautiful art on some of these cards. Very, very cool. I love this Raichu. This is a very, very cool art. It's a shame that it doesn't kind of like load a bit more on the screen, but it's a very, very nice art card. Tandemaus, Flamigo. And then we have all of these legendaries with their nice kind of super art rares too, which they announced a couple days ago. So very, very cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to just kind of move forward to a tab. We'll take a quick look at one of the card lists. I believe this is the... Snow Hazard set. So, lots of cool Pokemon. First off, I like the Amamico. My wife is a huge fan. This is her favorite Pokemon, so definitely we have to get this. In English, it's Steenie, I think. There's also this Bramblelun. You probably can't see it because my face is in the way. Bramblelun, which is an impossible, or not impossible, annoying Pokemon to evolve because you have to walk with it outside and it's so stupid. Same with these fun boys. But yeah, lots of cool Pokemon in these sets. There's a nice Cetoddle and Setitan, as well as the kind of Frigibax and Bascabax and yeah, it's gonna be fun. Oh, there's a little Gothita. That's cool. And what was this? Gotharita? Gotharita? It's been quite a while because these were back in X and Y, if I recall correctly. I think this is one of my main Pokemon when I was playing Y. Those were fun games. There's also a nice little... there's a little T. There's also a Sinistea. Yeah, basically there's lots of cool Pokemon. We're just going to go through to the next page, take a look. Now, I don't remember what these are called. I need to try and... I'm going to have to check the names of these as well. But these were kind of interesting, seeing them down in the crater quite a bit, and also the final trainer having one of those in their team. There's also Mabostiff as well. Kind of odd Pokemon. Oh, wow, actually, that's really nice art. Dom. Who is Dom? So, yeah, lots of cool stuff, Copper Jar. We also have... Ooh... the worm Pokemon. There's also a Titan in the game. Don't remember, but they also have an art rare as well, which is kind of cool. There's also a... God damn. What's this? Slackoff, and Vigoroth. This is one of the few Pokemon I still haven't got in my Pokedex. I can't find one. I keep looking in trees and it's just not there. I tried breeding one of the others too, but it never worked out. And then we also have Grusha. Now, personally, my wife and I, we really want Grusha more than Iono, and I'll show you those art, kind of the super rares at the very least, because they haven't announced the super art rares yet. But Grusha is super cool. What a cute boy. So let's move forward then. We'll take a quick look, hopefully quick look, at Clayburst. So this actually has more Pokemon that I like. I am a kind of traditionalist when it comes to favorite Pokemon, like the first gen and second gen typically have my top Pokemon in them. And for example, like Forretress, when I first started playing Pokemon and collecting Pokemon cards, Forretress was one of the coolest cards that I ever had. And even Heracross stayed on my team for a long time in some of those games too. But Tarantula and Spidops are back as well, with Numel and Talonflame. Charcadet is also back as well. Cool little boy or girl or it. Won't gender stereotype, I'll just pick one. And then we have the EX card for the art rare. And again, Gorband graphics. This is one of the few cards that actually looks decent. Typically, I'm not a fan of their art, but there you go. Pikachu, Raichu. I mean, there's all sorts of stuff. There's Bellybolt as well with the tadpole that I can't remember what the pre-evolution is. But this is also pretty cool too, because this is Iono's set. She has this Pokemon in her team. So yeah, very, very cool. That's very nice art on that Jigglypuff. Wow. And by the way, you're seeing these cards for the first time as I'm seeing them. Like, I haven't seen these yet. I just saw the announcement yesterday that the release of the card set was out. Oh, that's very cool. That's not Armarouge, that's the other one. Oh, I will study beforehand. Oh, Barboach. Oh, very cool. Barboach and Whiscash. It's kind of cool that they're ground types. All right, next page. Let's take a look. Try and get through these nice and quick. Lots of cool stuff. What's that? Simisage? Yeah. Oh, wow, that's nice Tyranitar art. It kind of reminds me of the older art from... what set was it? Long time ago. Neo Destinies, perhaps? It's got that same kind of like red art in the background. Kind of cool. There's a few dragon types in this as well. We haven't had actually dragon types kind of release yet in the Scarlet and Violet sets. So we have the, was it Noibat and Noivern? There's a Bombardier? Help. And then we have, oh, cool, it's a Girafarig and a Farigiraf. Lots of cool stuff. And then here we have Iono. So this is the kind of base card of why this set is so expensive. basically her super rare and her super art rare is going to be pushed up in price by scalpers. I guarantee it this week. What's going to happen is, and maybe I'll come off the screen. What's going to happen is basically one person is going to get a picture or like one of the cards around Tuesday is going to be my guess. Put it up on Mercari, and one of their friends is going to buy it for, I will guess, say 120,000, 130,000 yen. So they're going to set the base price for those cards in those set. It is ridiculous how they do this, and it really sucks. That's why in the previous set that Dendra card went up so much. It's just, it basically is insider trading. It is awful. It really is, and it just ruins the game. If you want to buy a box of these cards and you're trying to find them on a resale site, this right now is going for about 20 to 25,000 yen. So you're looking at 200 bucks for the resale in Japan. So if you're going to want to buy that in the States or in the UK, you're looking at 300 bucks or 250 pounds. Like, it is going to be ridiculously expensive. So yeah, it really does ruin the game. It really does. Sorry to kind of move on to a sour note. But I want to take a look at some of the kind of cooler art rares. This, I can't remember the website. I'll give it a shout out somewhere probably here, but they have some of the cool cards. So you can see this is all done by Kamiya-san. This is the Magic Carp guy, the Drowsy guy. They've done fantastic art in the Pokemon series before. And they've made art rares for Frigibax and for Arctibax, I believe. And then this cool one here. This is super cool. I don't remember the final evolution, honestly. But what a cool card. Isn't that just super cool? The creativity that goes into this just blows my mind. It really does. And then we also have a Tinker Tink. Again, very, very cool, with a Tinker Tough hitting away at the metal, like a little story. So it's kind of like getting the ore, turning into metal, and then happily making a hammer. I just love the happiness with that. But this card is a super art rare, so getting this in the set is going to be kind of tough, a bit like the Gardevoir in the previous sets. But this one's just art rare, so yeah, kind of an odd choice. We also have a Squawkabilly. Squawkabilly is awesome. Again, super art rare, so again, this is going to be very, very tough to get hold of too. But then we have the super rare Grusha card, and we also have the super rare Iono card. And you know Japan, they love their idols, and they absolutely love this character. In Japanese, it says Nanjamo, so that is her Japanese name, and they're just such a huge fan. And these are the super rares. As soon as the super art rares come out, all of these cards are going to change massively in price, upward. So it's going to be really, really tough. But guys, that is pretty much the entire set. So now for my kind of announcement. I don't know if that's the right thing. We were extremely lucky. We got our hands on one of the gym sets. Maybe I could put it here, maybe I could put it here. But we got our hands on one of the gym sets for the Nanjamo set, and that contains one box of Clayburst and one box of the Snow Hazard. And I was intending originally, if I could get enough reservations, to do a whole video just opening that, but I can't. Basically, reservations are nigh impossible right now. It is so damn tough. And I'm already stressing out, like going out in the morning to find cards in different shops, like early in the morning. So yeah, it's becoming quite a bit of stress, and I kind of don't like it. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up that gym set as like the opening, or kind of like part of the opening for the Clayburst and Snow Hazard full unboxings that I do. And I'm just going to separate those into two videos because I want to give a full video and a full box my attention. So I'm going to release hopefully the Clayburst set on Friday 14th or maybe Saturday 15th, depending on the timing and how tired I am after waking up at 3 AM to go around shops to find cards. And then the Snow Hazard will probably come out on Monday the 17th or Tuesday 18th, depending on, again, how much I can edit, how much I can get done, and how much I can get ready for you guys. So stay tuned, there is a lot of cool stuff coming. And for those of you that are still here, because I'm guessing many of you have run away because you're kind of bored with this video up to this point, they properly released the announcement for the Pokemon 151 set that is coming out on June 16th. Oh my god, this is such a cool set. It's basically a release of the first 151 Pokemon, and because Uri Geller finally accepted that Kadabra could be a Pokemon, which I don't want to get into, they basically have a full set now, finally, after like 20-something years, where they can release every single one of the Pokemon. So they've only announced some of these cards so far, like Mew, of course. But just look, this Mew EX is adorable. There's an Alakazam. There's so much still cool stuff. There's a Giovanni. Like, this is going to be an amazing set. But the problem is, I think this is going to be also another tough one to get. My hope is that because it's 2 months later, the Pokemon Center could just print, and get tons of stuff out. A bit like the Pokemon Go set when it came out last year. So that is my hope. And the other reason is I'm actually working on that day, so I don't know if I can find the cards. But the good news is we did actually get a reservation of this little box here. I was very quick and very lucky on Amazon. It sold out in 2 minutes and I got it in the first minute, and I still don't know how I actually got it. I think because everyone was trying to get this one with the kind of Charizard and with the Venusaur. So we have something. We have something. But there is definitely going to be stuff coming your way, so please do stay tuned for that. And guys, thank you so much for sticking out to the end. If you liked today's video, please give us a like, please subscribe, and please come back on Friday for Clay Burst, because it is going to be amazing. And then after that, the Snow Hazard. So, take a breath. So, there's lots of cool stuff coming. Stay tuned. Love you all, and bye-bye. Bye!